Right. Here we are.
Home sweet home.
Yeah. Hey, Mum.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling. It's just that I was hoping you'd do a bit better for yourself.
Yeah, well, it's only temporary, you know. I mean, when I get married, things will be different.
If it's not too much trouble, a cup of tea would be nice.
Oh, yeah, all right. Won't be a chip.
No hurry.
No, you just relax, Mum. You're tired.
Aren't you going to tell me about your intending?
Doreen? Well, she's about your height, you know. She's got blonde hair, blue eyes.
Slim?
Well, not exactly. No, she's sort of, Now, look, Mum, I'm the one that's marrying her, not you.
Go on.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. It's just that...
And what I think doesn't count.
No, it's not that.
You don't care whether I like her or not, is that it?
No, it's not that, Mum. It's just that, well, Doreen, she's a bit touchy about people saying things about her.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of offending her.
Mum.
Don't say any more. I just want you to be happy, that's all.
She's like nothing's happened to her.
I'm surprised you didn't go and get her.
Oh, she knows where we are. Oh, that'll be her now. Oh, g'day, Doreen. Come on in.
Doreen, do come in.
Yeah, I want you to meet me, Mum.
Very pleased to meet you, I'm sure.
Right. How about a cup of tea?
Do sit down, Doreen.
Thanks. Oh, these silly buggers of things, aren't they, Mrs. Burns?
How did you get here, Doreen?
What? Oh, we walked.
We?
Yeah, me and a friend.
I see.
It's really nice out.
Really? And where do you live?
In Elizabeth Street.
A flat?
No, it's a house. It's real nice, isn't it, Dor?
Yeah, it's real good. It's got a big garden and everything.
Your own house?
Oh, well, not exactly. We rent it, that's all.
And what about furniture? Do you rent that too?
Hey, Mum.
No, I got my own. I got plenty of it from the other place.
Her mum's place.
Yeah. Me mum left me everything in her will. There's this place in Kew.
Oh, Kew. A lovely suburb, I believe.
Yeah, that's right, Mrs. Burns. It's real classy. Me mum knew what was what.
Oh, she sounds a charming woman. And so are you, my dear. Now, do tell me about the house.
You want a sandwich, Mum?
No, thank you, Kevin. Are you sure they don't mind you taking time off to drive us into town?
No worries. Extended lunch hour. If the bosses can do it, why can't the workers?
You'll be a boss yourself one day. I doubt if you'll feel that way then.
Oh, what's it matter as long as the work gets done? Oh, that'll be Dor.
Not before time.
Oh, g'day, love. Gee, you look terrific.
Oh, thanks, Kevin. Good afternoon, Mrs. Burns.
Hello, dear. Ready for our little outing?
Yeah, yes.
I'll just freshen up and then we'll be off.
Kevin, I don't think I can keep this up.
Why? You're doing fine. She really likes you.
Yeah, but have you told her about me?
No, not yet.
Yeah, well, she'll change her mind when you do.
Rubbish. Look, you thought the same about me at first, remember? No, just give her time. She'll be sweet.
I hope you're right.
Our little lovebirds having a peck, are they?
Mum.
Well, we better be off, eh?
Yeah, all right. Mrs. Burns, Miss Anderson, your transport is waiting.
Thank you. Oh, now I do think that's very you. Beige is the height of fashion this season.
Yeah, but I think these are rather nice.
Do you? Well, I don't think they're quite the thing for a young girl's going away outfits. And, talking of going away, have you decided where to go for your honeymoon?
Oh, yeah, we thought we'd go to a motel somewhere in the country.
Doreen, a honeymoon is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, you know. It's worth a little splurge.
Yeah, well, we didn't want it to cost too much because Kevin wants to put a deposit on his truck.
Well, of course, that's very commendable, too. Oh, now that's nice.
Oh, yeah, lovely.
perhaps not. Now tell me, dear, what do you need to buy?
Well, I thought I'd buy some nice frilly nighties.
Oh, my dear, an absolute waste of money. Believe me, men never appreciate them, and they're so impracticable. Far better to buy some sensible cotton ones. And they're warmer in the winter, too. Yeah, I suppose so. Well, I don't like to say this, dear, but I do think I know Kevin a little better than... Now, let me see. There's Uncle Norm and Aunt Hazel, and... Yes, I think that's about all from our side. Now, tell me, dear, who will be coming from your side?
Oh, well, I'm not too sure. See, I don't think anybody can come.
Oh, of course they will. A wedding is a social gathering.
Oh. Well, Lizzie?
Lizzie?
Yeah, she's my auntie, on my dad's side.
Oh, Aunt Elizabeth.
And I'd like to invite Mrs. Davidson.
Oh, yes, dear. And who is she?
She's the governor of Wentworth Prison.
Prison?
Oh, yeah, but her father's a High Court judge. Man, I think his name is.
Really?
She does real good work.
And, who else?
Well, I'd like to ask Karen, but I don't suppose she can come. She's in Queensland. She's married to a doctor.
Oh, a doctor?
I can't ask Lynn because I don't have her address anymore.
Was that Lynn, dear?
Lynn Warner. Wonky Warner, we used to call her. She was one of my best friends in... Oh, where I used to work. Anyway, I don't suppose she can come anyway.
Well, who will be giving you away?
Giving me away?
Well, yes, I take it your father has passed on?
Oh, no, he shot through. Mum and him split up a long time ago, and we sort of lost touch.
Well, are there any male relatives who can give you away?
No. Don't suppose I'm being much help, am I?
Gee, Dor, look like you spent a fortune. I won't even be able to afford to buy a minivan, let alone a truck at this rate.
Doreen's got very good taste, Kevin. Leave her alone. Oh, thank goodness we're home. I think we walked through every shop. I was going to cook us a little celebration dinner, but I'm afraid I'm absolutely exhausted.
Oh, well, I'll cook if you like.
Oh, how sweet of you. That would be lovely. I'll just go and powder my nose, and then I shall positively collapse.
That was beaut, Dor. It's real great.
Oh, thanks, love.
Yes, very nice, Doreen. Of course, if you ever need any little tips on cooking, you can always ask me. After 30 years of cooking for the Burns family, it's amazing the little hints you pick up.
Yeah, thanks, I will.
Like gravy, for instance. You'll find you have to stir quite vigorously and continuously to avoid lumps, and just a pinch more salt in the potatoes brings out the flavour so much more. That's the way Kevin likes it, isn't it, dear?
That's right, Ma.
Oh, well, you'll have to excuse me, Mrs. Burns. I just remembered that I have to tuck Aunt Lizzie into bed, and it's getting late. So, thanks for a wonderful day, and for all the things you picked out for me.
Hang on, love. I'll see you home.
Oh, don't bother. You stay here and look after your precious mother. Bye, Mrs. Burns.
Hi, dear. Quite an impetuous young lady, isn't she?
Yeah, well, I don't think she's feeling the best, Mum. She's a real beaut girl, though, don't you think?
Yes, Kevin, I do think. You could do far worse than Doreen. She's so secretive about her past, though.
Yeah, well, she's had a pretty lousy time of it when she was a kid, Mum. Her old man, he was a real no-hoper, and, well, he used to knock her around a bit.
Oh, poor girl.
Yeah, and, well, then she got in with a wrong crowd, you know. She had a really rough trot of it for a while. Well, that's why I'm trying to make things up to her a bit at the moment, trying to help her over the last few years.
What do you mean, the last few years?
Well, you see, Doreen, she's been in and out of the pokey.
The pokey?
Prison. She's out on parole at the moment.
Prison?
Hang on, I'll make you a cup of tea.
I just don't understand you, Kevin. After all the trouble I went through bringing you and your brother up properly, how could you get mixed up with a girl like that?
There's nothing wrong with her.
Nothing wrong with her? I suppose she went to prison because there was nothing wrong with her. What was she in there for?
Oh, different things.
You mean she's been in there more than once?
Mum, she's been in and out of institutions ever since she was a kid. She's never had a chance.
Oh, is that what she told you? She told me her mother was well off, left her her own home.
Oh, she did.
Then how come she's never had a chance?
Because her mother walked out on her when she was a kid. Look, people have been letting her down all her life. Yeah, well, I'm not going to.
That's all very well to say now, son, but what about the future? You want to go into business on your own. Who's going to do business with an ex-criminal?
Well, they won't be dealing with her. They'll be dealing with me.
Oh, that's what you think. How far do you think your father would have got without my help?
Well, he didn't get too far with it, did he? Look, I'm sorry, Mum. I didn't mean that.
It's all right. Just you wait till you've got children of your own. How are they going to feel, knowing their mother's been in prison?
Well, they needn't ever know.
These things always come out.
Well, who's going to tell them? You?
Oh, that's a very cruel thing to say, Kevin. I'm not the one who's been to prison. I'm not the one who's done wrong.
No. Doreen has. And she's paid for it over and over again. Well, things are going to be different round here from now on. So don't ask me to choose between the two of you, Mum, because if you do, I'm going to choose her.
Mothers-in-law always criticise. Get that, will you, love? What you cook?
Chops and veggies.
Well, you couldn't go too wrong with that, could you?
It's through here, is it?
Mrs. Burns.
So this is where you live.
How did you find me?
My son told me. He doesn't have any secrets from his mother. Although I'm sure you'd like him to.
How much did he tell you?
Everything. Having made such a mess of your own life, I'm surprised you want to drag someone like Kevin down with you. He's always been an honest, hard-working boy.
Dor didn't force him to ask her to marry him.
I take it all the women in here are ex-prisoners.
That's right. And if you've never been inside, shove off.
I just want you to realise what you're doing. Coming between a mother and a son.
He's old enough to know his own mind. He's not a baby.
So long as you understand. I've told Kevin, if he goes ahead and marries you, I'll never allow either of you into my house again. I'm sure you don't want that on your conscience.
She's not the one who's doing it. You are. Tell her, Dor. God, you're bloody useless. First decent bloke you've ever met, and you let an old cow like that come between you. Well, if you're not going to tell her, I will.
Lizzie!
Hey! I want to talk to you. Come back here. Come back.
Oh, Kevin, save me! What are you doing here? She's trying to kill me. This mad old woman's after me.
G'day, Kev. Come to see Dor, have you?
Lizzie, what are you up to?
You know this creature?
Yeah, she's a friend of Doreen.
Oh, well, you see what I mean. If that's the sort of friend she has.
She's got better friends than you have, I'll bet you, old bag.
Hey, Lizzie! Now, look, what's going on here?
She came to the house and frightened Dor. She said she was going to kick you out if you married her.
Look, I thought we sorted this out last night.
I just wanted her to realise what she was doing. Coming between a mother and a son. Appeal to her decency if she has any.
She's decent, all right. She's in there howling her heart out. I reckon you better go in there and talk to her, Kev.
What about me?
I'll fix you.
No, you won't need that. All right, come inside, Mum. We've got to talk this over. We've got to get it sorted out once and for all right?
I'm not going back in there.
All right. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Kevin?
Well, looks as though he's made his own decision, don't it? G'day. I don't suppose you'd have any trouble getting a bus going that way. Be loads of people going into town to work. Hardly any coming this way. You know, I had kids of my own once. But that was many years ago. During the war, they took them all away from me. Said I wasn't a fit mother. I don't suppose I was, really. Funny, but the eldest would be nearly 50 now. Probably got kids of her own. Maybe she's a grandmother. I could be a great-grandmother. I've never seen any of them. I got no one. Most of me friends are inside, except door. I'm gonna die a lonely old woman. You know what? If I had me time to come over again, I'd never let them take them. No matter what they done or what I'd done. And I'll tell you something else. I'm going to be rich. The government are going to give me a fortune. It's worth nothing when you're on your own. Oh, I better be getting inside or I'll be had up for indecent exposure. Not that anyone would look at us at our age, eh? See ya.